Welcome back to Heaven Sent Bible Quizzes. Are you ready? Today's quiz is another in our special Sunday School Bible Quiz Challenges. In this exciting and fun 25-question Who Am I test, you'll hear clues from people and stories throughout the Bible, and your job is to figure out who or what is speaking. With each riddle revealing something amazing about God's Word and the people He used to shape history. Have you got your thinking cap on? Then let's get started. Question 1. I hid 2 Israelite spies beneath stalks of flax on my roof and was spared when the city fell. Who am I? A. Deborah, B. Rahab, or C. Delilah? The answer is B. Rahab. And she brought them up to the roof of the house and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. Joshua 2 verse 6. Question 2. I reached out and touched the ark to steady it and was struck dead. Who am I? A. Abihu, B. Korah, or C. Uzzah? The answer is C. Uzzah. And when they came to Nachon's threshing floor, Uzzah put forth his hand to the ark of God and took hold of it, for the oxen shook it, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and God smote him there for his error. 2 Samuel 6 verse 6-7. Question 3. My donkey saw the angel of the Lord and rebuked me for striking her. Who am I? A. Balaam, B. Balak, or C. Baruch? The answer is A. Balaam. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam. And Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with a staff. And the Lord opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam, What have I done unto thee, that thou hast smitten me these 3 times? Numbers 22, verse 27-28. Question 4. I fell asleep during a long sermon, fell from a window, and was brought back to life. Who am I? A. Eutychus, B. Tychicus, or C. Silas? The answer is A. Eutychus. And there sat in a window a certain young man named Eutychus, being fallen into a deep sleep. And as Paul was long preaching, he sunk down with sleep, and fell down from the 3rd loft, and was taken up dead. Acts 20 verse 9. Question 5. I was bitten by a viper after surviving a shipwreck, but I did not die. Who am I? A. Peter, B. Paul, or C. Barnabas? The answer is B. Paul. And when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, there came a viper out of the heat and fastened on his hand. And he shook off the beast into the fire and felt no harm. Acts 28:3-5. Question 6. I refused to bow before Haman and was honored by the king for my loyalty. Who am I? A. Mordecai, B. Ezra, or C. Nehemiah? The answer is A. Mordecai. So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified. Esther 7 verse 10. Question 7. I was sent to heal a Syrian commander of leprosy by telling him to wash 7 times in a river. Who am I? A. Elijah, B. Elisha, or C. Gehazi? The answer is B. Elisha. And Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. 2 Kings 5 verse 14. Question 8. I was struck blind on the road to Damascus and later became an apostle of Christ. Who am I? A. Philip, B. Stephen, or C. Saul? The answer is C. Saul. And Saul arose from the earth, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no man. But they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus. Acts 9 verse 8. Question 9. I was chosen to lead Israel after Moses and commanded the sun to stand still. Who am I? A. Joshua, B. Caleb, or C. Gideon? The answer is A. Joshua. Then spake Joshua to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, Sun, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou moon in the valley of Ajalon. Joshua 10 verse 12. Question 10. I begged for a drop of water to cool my tongue while tormented in flames, and asked that Lazarus be sent to help me. Who am I? A. The centurion, B. The publican, or C. The rich man? The answer is C. The rich man. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Luke 16 verse 24. Question 11. I was struck dumb until my son John was born. Who am I? A. Zechariah, B. Simeon, or C. Joseph? The answer is A. Zechariah. And behold, thou shalt be dumb and not able to speak until the day that these things shall be performed, because thou believest not my words, which shall be fulfilled in their season. Luke 1 verse 20. Question 12. I was sent by God to prepare the way for the Messiah. Who am I? A. Peter, B. John the Baptist, or C. Andrew? The answer is B. John the Baptist. For this is he that was spoken of by the prophet Esaias, saying, The voice of one crying in the wilderness, Prepare ye the way of the Lord. Matthew 3 verse 3. Question 13. I told Barak that the victory over Sisera would belong to a woman. Who am I? A. Huldah, B. Deborah, or C. Jael? The answer is B. Deborah. And she said, I will surely go with thee. Notwithstanding the journey that thou takest shall not be for thine honor, for the Lord shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. Judges 4 verse 9. How are you doing so far? Have you answered all of the questions correctly? Let us know in the comments at the end of this video which ones you liked best. Also, take this moment to hit the like button and subscribe. We'd really love for you to join our ministry and help us spread God's word. Thank you for your support. Now, let's get back to the questions. Question 14. I tricked my blind father into giving me my brother's blessing. Who am I? A. Esau, B. Joseph, or C. Jacob? The answer is C. Jacob. And he discerned him not because his hands were hairy, as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. Genesis 27, verse 23. Question 15. I was a prophet swallowed by a fish for fleeing from God's command. Who am I? A. Micah, B. Jonah, or C. Hosea? The answer is B. Jonah. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah 1 verse 17. Question 16. I was told by an angel that I would bear a son in my old age and laughed. Who am I? A. Sarah, B. Hannah, or C. Rebecca? The answer is A. Sarah. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, After I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also. Genesis 18, verse 12. Question 17. I wrote a letter from prison saying, I have learned, in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. Who am I? A. Peter, B. Paul, or C. James? The answer is B. Paul. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. Philippians 4, verse 11. Question 18. I died after being thrown from a window and trampled by horses. Who am I? A. Delilah, B. Athaliah, or C. Jezebel? The answer is C. Jezebel. And he said, Throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of her blood was sprinkled on the wall and on the horses, and he trode her underfoot. 2 Kings 9, verse 33. Question 19. I was healed when a prophet stretched himself upon me 3 times. Who am I? A. The widow's son, B. The Shunammite's son, or C. Jairus' daughter? The answer is A. The widow's son. And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times, and cried unto the Lord, and said, O Lord my God, I pray thee, let this child's soul come into him again. 1 Kings 17, verse 21. Question 20. I was told to bake bread over dung as a sign to Israel. Who am I? A. Jeremiah, B. Ezekiel, or C. Hosea? The answer is B. Ezekiel. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight. Ezekiel 4 verse 12. Question 21. I ordered 3 men thrown into the fiery furnace for refusing to worship my golden image. Who am I? A. Belshazzar, B. Nebuchadnezzar, or C. Darius? The answer is B, Nebuchadnezzar. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Daniel 3, verse 19. Question 22. I tore my robe and shaved my head after losing everything, yet I did not curse God. Who am I? A. Hezekiah, B. David, or C. Job? The answer is C. Job. Then Job arose, and rent his mantle, and shaved his head, and fell down upon the ground, and worshipped. Job 1 verse 20. Question 23. I asked for a fleece to be wet with dew, while the ground around it stayed dry as a sign from God. Who am I? A. Gideon, B. Jephthah, or C. Samson? The answer is A. Gideon. And it was so, for he rose up early on the morrow and thrust the fleece together and wringed the dew out of the fleece, a bowl full of water. Judges 6 verse 38. Question 24. I was fed by ravens beside a brook during a famine. Who am I? A. Elisha, B. Elijah, or C. Samuel? The answer is B. Elijah. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. 1 Kings 17 verse 6. Question 25. I came before God and claimed that Job only served him for his blessings. Who am I? A. Leviathan, B. Satan, or C. Apollyon? The answer is B. Satan. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught? Job 1 verse 8 to 9. Way to go! You finished the quiz. Did any of the answers surprise you? Let us know in the comments when you post your result. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the like button, and share this quiz with family, friends, and your church group. Every quiz you take and share helps us spread God's word and remind us how powerful His truth really is. Thanks for joining us today. And remember, the best way to know who you are is to know whose you are. We'll see you in the next quiz.